श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फल चारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज समारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाई श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाई। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई गावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता सबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चेतन धरई, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंधि महासुख होई, हो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा।
पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुखमाही, जलदि लांगी गए अचरज नाही. We had seen this Chaupayi in the last session. 3 different obstacles that stopped Hanumanji while he was crossing this ocean. The ocean represented Deha Abhimana, body identification. One who will cross over this strong body identification is the one who takes support of Nama Japa. Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukhamahi. Keeping ring on the tongue is a literal meaning. The implied meaning is the one who takes Bhagwan's name always in his tongue. Bhagwan's nama is there on his jivha. That sadhaka will cross over this Deha Vimana. Through that practice, he will get a pure mind. That mind will go and study Vedanta, where he will come to know he is Deha Tita, one who is beyond physical body. First obstacle was Mainaka Parvat, represented soft attachments, which we should acknowledge, not dismiss right away. At the same time, make sure it doesn't distract us from our goal. Second one was Surasa, where Hanumanji used Buddhi Balam, the strength of his intelligence, thinking. He said no opinion should be so strongly held on to that it becomes a prestige issue. And we miss the main point that we have to accomplish. Becomes very small, enters inside, comes out. That was the second obstacle, Surasa. It also reminded us that we need not look at every challenge as an obstacle. It could possibly be something which is sent by Bhagwan to make us twice the ability that we have, to bring out the best in us. We all need a situation which will bring out that best. Even physical strength, if you want to test, how will we know? Only when there is a heavier weight. Right? If somebody keeps saying, I am strong, but you don't give him to lift anything. He says his saying alone is not sufficient. The greater weight he can lift, more is his strength. Even when we start running, we start like this. First one is 100 meter. Just go and come. Then you go to 5K, 10K, half marathon. what we notice is more we push ourselves, our ability increases. That is one thing Bhagavan has kept inside. Whichever ability you don't touch, over a period of time it goes away. Whichever ability we don't use, over a period of time we ourselves start feeling, I don't have that ability as much. So Bhagavan's way of testing, increasing our ability, is by bringing such prasanga, where it gets tested. Third one was Nisichari, third Rakshasi, who symbolized Irsha. She caught hold of the shadow of Hanumanji and brought him down. Jealousy also does the same thing. Catches hold of one dark spot in that person's life, holding on to that, wants to bring him down. So we saw two standpoints there. Irsha inside a sadhaka has to be finished. No discussions, no talk with that Irsha inside. But when it is outside, we have no control. If Irsha is in somebody else, we have no control to go there and finish. There it is said, if a sadhaka can hold on to Brahman as the goal, not make the world as the goal, he can be focused on what he wants and be content with what he gets. Irsha is when we go out of the way to get something and get overly insistent on getting something. If there is one position and 5 people wanting to be that, president, one position, 5 people wanting to be. Now, naturally there will be Irsha. But on the other hand, if somebody has a goal which is not part of this world, only one goal is there like that, which is Brahma, there is no competition there. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Bhagavan says, Arjuna, whatever goal you set in this world will fall under 3 gunas. And those 3 gunas are changing, they are constantly modifying. So your goal also will be constantly modifying. Even if you get it, there is no guarantee it will remain the same. What it looks from outside, that is not what it is from inside. So keep a goal which is not part of these 3 gunas, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. And Nistraigunya means Atma. With that goal in mind, this person is totally carefree. Let anybody take whatever they want. It will not affect what I really want to get. But the beauty is, one who lives life in this way, whatever he did not seek, everything comes to him. Goswamiji writes on Chaupayi, where he says, all this wealth, position, power, it is very unique, he says. It is just like you are trying to chase your shadow, that shadow will keep running away. You look at the sun and start walking towards the sun, that shadow will start following you. He says this resources, wealth, position is like that. More we chase after it, it goes away from us. But if we turn our mind to Bhagavan and walk towards him, he says everything will come to that person. He is doing his hard work, doing his duty, but not overly anxious whether it will come or not. That is his bhavana, that is his mindset. Whatever has to come, yal labase nija karmopattam, vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Why get overly anxious about something else? That was the third one, which is Nisichari or jealousy, Irsha. Next Chaupayi is also very nice, 20th one. दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते दुर्गम काज जगत के all of us will have our own list of Durgama Kaja. We should quietly sit down and write down this list. Durgama Kaja means that which looks impossible right now. Such a thing to happen in my life, such a thing to accomplish in my life looks almost next to impossible. That is called as Durgama Kaja. Not only of one person, he says Jagata ke jete. Whatever Durgama Kaja is there, difficult task is there of anybody in this world. That task can get very, very straightforward, very simple, if Bhagwan's Anugraha descends on that person. Sugama Anugraha tumhare dete. Durgama appears as Sugama. What is difficult appears to be very easy. Puja Guruji says, Anugraha, if you want an example, in our ashram we have chairs stacked. To move that chair is so heavy. One person to move is very heavy, but we have those carts. 4 wheels are there. If you put it on that cart, even a small child can push it. He says the wheels on that cart are Anugraha. That task which looks so difficult, but when a devotee gets Anugraha of the Lord and looks behind, he says, I don't know how this got accomplished. But what happens is, when this Anugraha is there, devotee fails to recognize it. He feels everything is happening because I am doing it. There is a story where Mount Meru and Vayu Devata, they end up in some conflict once. Vayu Devata gets angry at Mount Meru and starts blowing Pralaya Kala winds. All winds start blowing. Meru mountain is there. All devatas live in Mount Meru. You say, if our home is blown away like this, where will we live? So they go to Bhagwan Vishnu and say, Bhagwan, do something about this. Bhagwan sends Garud Devata. And Garud Bhagwan protects Mount Meru from that wind which was blowing in destruction time as though. See, whenever such protection comes, we start feeling, why is protection needed? Anyway, nothing is happening. I don't know why Garud Bhagwan is holding his hands like this. So Mount Meru asks Garud Bhagwan, when everything is fine, why are you holding your hands like this? Garud Bhagwan says, you don't know what is happening outside. If I raise little bit here, you will be blown away. So Mount Meru says, I want to see. How is that Pralaya Kala wind? You give me a glimpse. So it is said Garud Bhagwan just takes away his wings for a fraction of a second, and one part of Mount Meru gets cut off. Splits into two. One falls and becomes Govardhan mountain, and the other one falls and becomes Chitrakoot mountain. So one Bhagwan Krishna uses for his Leela, one Bhagwan Rama uses for his Leela. But the point is, when Anugraha comes, devotee is the one who recognizes it. Otherwise he feels everything is fine. See, when the Vanaras, they crossed over that ocean, everybody felt, what is so great? This ocean is not so deep. Later, when they were doing the churning, that is when Mount Meru started sinking in that ocean. So that is when they came to know what was the depth of that ocean. They say our samsara is like this. If things are going well, it is the Anugraha of the Lord. If we ask Bhagwan, can you lift your wings a little bit? He said that storm can lift that sadhaka away. Graha means to hold. Anu means paschat, after. So Anugraha means what? That which descends upon a devotee after he has held on to the Lord. Anu means after. Like you use the word Anubhava. Anubhava means what? Not only experience. After using the valid means of knowledge, the conviction that you get is called Anubhava. Color of this dress, if you say is blue, I say this is blue, this is my Anubhava. See, it might be your Anubhava, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't mean anything. If I say I have used my eyes to know the color of this cloth, and then say the color of this cloth is yellow, that is called as Anubhava. You are using valid means of knowledge. After that, you are making a statement. So Anu there goes with Pramana. You say Anuvada. Anuvada word you have used. Anuvada means what? Translation. But in Sanskrit it means restatement. You have heard something and you are stating it again. Vada means to state. Anu means after. After hearing something you are stating it again. That is called as Anuvada. So here Anugraha would mean what? After holding on to something, you are receiving something. That is called as Anugraha. That grace which descends upon a devotee after he has held on to the Lord. Now the question comes, on whom does Bhagwan shower his Anugraha? Does he randomly do it? This week's Anugraha is on everybody born in January. Everybody sitting on the right side will get today's Anugraha. Then Bhagwan will get the fallacy of partiality. On whom does he shower his grace? On whom does he not shower his grace? If he showers on everybody the same way, then what is the speciality about Anugraha? Why do some people feel that his Anugraha is greater? Some people don't feel it. So Guruji has very beautifully given the commentary on this. You can read later. Huh? Otherwise, if you are reading while I am talking, then I don't know what you are doing there. Anugraha is something which descends on a person who is very hardworking. So it is said there are three types of people. First type of people, they will not start anything. Have great ideas, but they will not take any concrete, actionable steps out of whatever fear. Fear of failing, fear of being critiqued, fear of not getting the result that they want. Gurudev would give example in his Bhagavad Gita talks. Whenever he would meet the first category, they would tell him, Gurudev, you see that company? Doing very well. CEO of that, my friend. I only told him, gave him that idea. He would ask, why didn't you do it? That you don't tell me. Me doing it is not something I want. I can give ideas. Will not start anything. That is the first type. Second type, very enthusiastic in starting. Very enthusiastic in starting. Moment an obstacle comes, drops it. Marathi they are called as Aramba Shuraha. Shura means brave, only in the beginning. Aramba Shura. You know, in our mission we had a book previously called as How to Conduct a Study Group. The title initially was How to Conduct a Study Group and Run. Guruji said, please don't keep that title, remove that run part. Otherwise, they are so enthusiastic to start, they will start and run. Let somebody else run it. So then they changed it only to How to Conduct a Study Group, and then they gave some other titles. So this person is very enthusiastic in the beginning. But small thing comes, he will drop it. One Mahatmaji, he would give an example. In villages, they have water problem in India sometimes. And lot of discussion happens. Oh, we need a well. So much of scarcity is there of water, we need to dig a well. First category, we'll keep talking. Yes, we need a well. I hope somebody thinks about it. Without well, what will we do? Summer is coming, so difficult. Restating the problem very, very well, but no concrete actions. You would say second category is those who will start digging a well. But moment they hit a rock, they will leave that place, go somewhere else. So end of the day, they have so many holes, but no water. Third category are those who will start, and no matter what comes, they will see the light at the end of the tunnel. On that sadhaka, who is of this nature, Anugraha of the Lord descends upon him. The mindset with which Lord Buddha, he leaves his home. What does he say? Deham va patayami, karyam va sadhayami. He says, either my body will drop or I will accomplish my goal. No coming back halfway. So Anugraha of the Lord descends upon that sadhaka. Hanumanji says in Sundarkanda, all problems come in life when we forget Bhagwan. Although it looks very simple, he says that is the main essence of living a trouble-free life. Kaha Hanumanta Bipati Prabhu Soi, Jaba Taba Sumirana Bhajanana Hoi. He says, whenever we forget you in our work, in our life, that is when all sankata comes. Bipati means problems. One Mahatmaji would say, if there is a child who is walking with father in a mela you all know, right? Fair. Oh, mela you should know. Next week it is coming. If let us say there is a child walking with father in a mela, how excited the child is. He looks at all the merry-go-round, slide, this and that. So excited. But in melas, you know how busy it gets. So many people, so much of rush. There is a push from behind and the child is separated from father. Now what will be his experience in that mela? He says he'll start crying. In spite of the same thing being there, same merry-go-round, same slide, everything is the same, but his anubhava is of dukkham. So this Mahatmaji would say, father is Bhagwan, child is Jiva. As long as he lives in this mela of Jagat, holding on to Bhagwan, everything is fine. But sometimes push comes off sense objects. Different life experiences which make us extrovert. Once that hand is left, that is when all sorrows begin. So his final line was, in Hindi it's very nice, all these one-liners, Bacche rahoge to bache rahoge. As long as you remain a child, you will be saved. Isn't it true even for a parent? When will you hold the child? Only when the child wants to hold. Once he grows up and says, Dad, I think I'm okay. Don't hold my hand. Father says, okay, you're on your own. Like that, a jiva starts saying, Bhagwan, I can handle my life. I don't need you. Although we don't say it like that, forgetfulness means this. Vismriti of the Lord means we feel we can take care of different life experiences. The one who does not do that, one who remembers Bhagwan, on that sadhaka, grace of Bhagwan descends. See, all these Pauranic stories are, Pauranic you say, are bhavatmaka stories. Now don't go searching for that boy. Whether there was this boy, there was this person. But they have some kind of mananam. So even if you have heard that before, something new can open up. When it comes to this, there is another Pauranic story, this one. I'm sure all of you must have heard. This is of this Titiba bird. There is a small bird, like a sparrow, Titiba. What do they call this in English? Partridge. Partridge. Let's call it a sparrow. Okay, cute looking, small little bird. Mother Titiba, father Titiba, both are there. Mother Titiba wants to lay its eggs, comes to father Titiba and says, "Where can I lay eggs?" Father Titiba says, "You are living on the shore of the ocean, lay it right here. I will take care." Mother says, "Are you sure you will take care?" "Once I gave a word, I will take care. I never go back on my words." Then it lays on the shore of the ocean. Right as they are looking at those eggs, one wave comes, takes all the eggs inside. Mother says, "See, I told you. Whenever you say like this, something happens, and I do what you tell me to do. Now see what happened." Father Titiba says, "Don't worry, I have a plan. Let me execute it. We'll be fine, don't worry." Goes, finds a twig on the shore of the ocean, takes it to the ocean, dips that twig, comes on the other side of the shore, shakes it away. Again goes back, dips the twig in the ocean, comes back, shakes it. Mother says, "What are you doing?" Father says, "Can't you see? I am drying up the ocean. Slow and steady, but I will dry this up." He said, "How are you going to dry up the ocean like this?" Don't ask too many questions. If you want to join, you join. Otherwise, don't ask too many questions. Both, he says, anyway he is doing it, I will also join. Both of them doing it. Titiba family comes. They start asking questions. He says, "Don't ask questions. If you want to join, you join." Beautiful scene, huh? Ocean shore, small Titiba birds, twig in their beak, going to the ocean, emptying it. Going to the ocean, emptying it. Now this goes on for a long time. Naradji is going up and he sees all these Titiba birds going to the ocean, coming back, going to the ocean, coming back. Comes and says, "What are you all doing?" Father Titiba says, "Naradji, you have a kamandalu. If you want to come and join, don't ask too many questions. We are on a mission." Naradji, Santa Hrudaya Navanita Samana, Komalachita, whose heart is very, very tender like a butter. Softer than butter, it is said. He says, something we have to do of these birds. He goes to Garud Bhagwan. And he tells Garud Bhagwan, "Do you even know what is happening in your family? You are the king of this bird family. Do you even know what is happening?" We don't like this statement. Huh? Somebody comes and says, "Do you even know what is happening in your family?" Hey, what is happening? Naradji says, "Look at those Tittibas. They are not going to survive. Small little birds, whole day they have been emptying. This is only that much I will take care." It is said the flapping of Garud Bhagwan's wings are the mantras of Samaveda, on whom Bhagwan Vishnu rides. In that, Chaitanya rides on the Veda mantras of Sama and comes to rescue in the mind of a devotee. What happens outside as a symbolic layer inside, but here let us just stay with the outside one, okay? So Garud Bhagwan comes, again starts blowing Pralaya Kala winds. Pralaya means dissolution time. Huh? When this whole creation is dissolving, though the winds which blow at that time, such wind starts blowing. Samudra Devata is thoroughly confused. He says, "What happened? Suddenly Pralaya started happening, wind started blowing." So he comes and folds his hands and says, Bhagwan, what happened? Why are you so upset? Garud Bhagwan says, you are asking me why am I upset? Do you even know what you did? He said, what did I do? He says, why did you take those eggs? Which eggs? Samudra Bhagwan did not even know there were eggs that he had taken away. Then finally he tells him that Titiba birds, these eggs have been taken. He said, only that much I will go and bring. So he brings and he gives one public service announcement. Please tell this Titiba to lay it somewhere else. For these little eggs, pralaya had to happen, I had to come, you had to come. So then Garud Bhagwan takes it and gives it to Father Titiba. What does Father Titiba say? See, I told you. If I say I will take care, I will take care. You don't have to doubt it twice. Then the mother Titiba is very happy. Now the question is, what did that Titiba bird do such that it got Anugraha of Garud Bhagwan? It's a Titiba bird's sincere quest to get its goal. Even though drying up the ocean looked Durgama, that is the Chaupayi we are discussing. Durgama kaja jagata ke jete. But still, if somebody relentlessly tries it, Sugama Anugraha tumhare tete. That becomes Sugama with the grace of Bhagwan. If it had not tried, if it had just spoken something and sat quietly, like the first category, Naraji would not have seen. Even if he saw, he would say, such lazy bird, why should I go and tell Garud Bhagwan to help? Or the second type started and dropped very quickly. On that devotee also, Anugraha does not descend. Anugraha comes on the third one, who is very, very diligent, hard-working, not worried about what result is going to happen. Same point, Gaudapadacharya mentions in Mandukya Karika. He says, emptying the mind of thoughts is like emptying that ocean from water. Durgama Kaja, no individual can do on their own strength. But if somebody has grace of Bhagwan, that same mind, turbulent mind of ours, can come in control. When it will happen, he says, you don't worry. Just keep working on that. That grace will make it happen. Durgama kaja jagate ke jete, sugama anugraha tumhare tete. Bhagwan's anugraha makes all difficult things appear easy. We had done one session during our J-Chick retreat for parents of high schoolers. The title of that session was Peaceful Teenage Parenting. Peaceful Teen Parenting. Means how to parent a teenager peacefully. Insights from Hanuman Chalisa. All different insights from Hanuman Chalisa. But the Chaupayi that we took was this. What looks Durgama can become Sugama. And more we do Mananam, more we will find insights into this. That's why I said Durgama Kaja for everybody will be different, not the same one. Next two we can chant together. Ram duware tum rakhware, होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना। तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। श्री राम जय जय रामा। श्री राम जय जय रामा। राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे. Dware means Dware, at the door of the palace of Bhagwan Rama. Hanumanji, you are the gatekeeper, the one who protects the palace of Bhagwan Rama, without whose approval hotana ajna binu paisare. Paisare has nothing to do with paisa. Paisare is a different form of the word padasara. Padasara means where our foot will take us. So without the grace of Hanumanji, nobody can get entry into the palace of Bhagwan Rama. Very simple. What you say, who is this gatekeeper? Hanumanji is the gatekeeper, that is good. But what is the symbolism of this gatekeeper? So there is a verse in Yoga Vasishta which says, for the palace of Moksha, there are 4 doorkeepers. Moksha Dware, Dwarapalaha, Chatvari, Parikirtitaha. There are 4 doorkeepers in the palace of Moksha. Shamaha is the first one. Shama means, can I quieten my mind whenever I want? First doorkeeper, if you want to go in the palace of Moksha, you have to make friendship with, is Shamaha. Second gatekeeper is Vicharaha. Can I systematically think about a topic without getting lost? Because we have to get Moksha through Jnanam. Jnanam needs Vichara. Vichara needs systematic ability to think. Means we should be able to go from point A to point Z and again come back from point Z to point A about any topic. That is another meaning of Vichara. Viparita Charanam. Viparita means in opposite direction. You can go from wherever you are right now to where you started. Many times we start discussions, and in between we also wonder, so where did we start? And all of them unanimously say that you should know. You started it, why are you asking us? So he says second Dwarpala is Vichara, systematic thinking. Third one is Santosha. Am I content with whatever I have, or am I always seeking something which I don't? Praptasya upeksha, apraptasya apeksha. Praptasya upeksha means whatever I have, that I don't care. I as though ignore. What I don't have, aprapta, that I seek. But the one who can value whatever he has, whatever Bhagwan has blessed, he says that will be the 4th Dwarpala who will take us into this kingdom of Moksha. And the last one is Sadhu Sangamaha. What company do we keep? Do we only keep company of those people who will talk about worldly things? Or do we have few people in our life who can remind us of something beyond this world? He says that is this Sadhu Sangamaha, Chaturtaha Sadhu Sangamaha. The point is, all these 4 Dwarpalas, they will come through the grace of Hanumanji. First one was Shamaha. Second was Vicharaha. Third was Santosha. Fourth one is Sadhu Sangama. Shamo Vicharas Santosha. Chaturtha Sadhu Sangama. Mokshadware Dwarapalaha. Chatvaraha Parikirtita. Four of them are very well known. Next Chaupayi is actually the essence of entire Hanuman Chalisa. If you say, is there one Chaupayi that I should definitely remember? Even if you don't remember other ideas, other points. One thing that I should definitely take away, that is this Chaupayi. Sab sukha lahe tumhari sarana, tuma rakshaka kahu ko darana. Devotion to Hanumanji is such that every experience that this devotee goes through looks very pleasant. Sab sukha lahe. Not that everything is pleasant outside. Huh? You know, we have this air conditioners, right, at homes. Outside temperature is freezing. Inside nice and cozy. One Mahatma Ji would say, one air conditioner should be here. Outside whatever it is, inside his mind is like this Chaupayi. Sab sukha lahe tumhari sarana. Sarana here means one who has taken Sharanagati in Hanumanji. One who has surrendered to Hanumanji, all experiences look very pleasant to him. Nothing looks out of place, accepts everything as it is. Next line, Tuma rakshaka kahu ko darana. If you are my protector, why should I fear? English version of this is, when God is near, why fear? For Sadhu Vaswani ji, he would say this. Every day your prayer should be this, say it 5 times. When God is near, why fear? When God is near, why fear? With that Shraddha, with that faith, he is able to live his life. Faith is something, if somebody has it, it's a result of lot of punya karma. You cannot get it anywhere. We cannot demand it anywhere. Although it might look outside, that this person is very emotional. That is how people look generally. Faith is for those who cannot be logical. In fact, every logic begins with faith. Even mathematics, we had this, right? Assume this to be this in the beginning itself. Before you come to that last one, therefore. Say, why should I assume? No, you have to assume in the beginning. That assumption will turn into conviction. That is the idea. You know, life of devotees is a great blessing to read. I had heard about one devotee of Guru Nanak Ji. His name was Bhai Karam. He went to his guru. His guru's name was Guru Arjan Das Ji. Same lineage of Guru Nanak Ji, Arjan Das Ji. And that was mango season. Summertime he went. He saw everybody who had come there had brought nice, delicious mangoes. And people came from all over the world. From Afghanistan they came. All of that area they would come to meet Arjan Das Ji. And everybody brought this nice mango. And he was feeling so guilty that in spite of my guru blessing with gardens full of mangoes, I did not think about bringing one for my guru. Everybody brought something, I did not bring anything. And then Guru, he took all the mangoes and started distributing. Bhai Karam also got one, but in his mind this thought was bothering. I should have brought something, I did not bring anything. He took that mango with him, could not sleep that night. He said, why did this thought not come? So next day what he did, got up in the morning, nicely washed that mango, did puja of that mango, worshipped that mango. Took it again to Arjan Das Ji as an offering. He said, now this belongs to me, right? So at least I can offer this thing back to my Guru. He goes and gives it to Arjan Das Ji. Arjan Das Ji says, Bhai Karam, I gave you this mango yesterday. You again gave it back to me. He noticed that mango. He says, Guruji, at least this you accept, because I'm feeling very bad that you have blessed me with so many things, but I did not think of getting something for you. So Arjan Das Ji says, don't worry, you eat this mango. I will come to your garden and eat. You wanted to offer me, right? I will come to your garden and eat mangoes. And Bhai Karam is so excited, so delighted, runs back home, tells everybody. Arjan Das Ji said he will come to my garden, eat mangoes, set up everything right away. His wife says, when is he going to come though? Oh, that I didn't ask. He only told he will come to my garden and eat, but I didn't ask him when he will come. And such a great Guru, I cannot demand also. So whenever he wants, he will come. But we should be ready. So he shifts his bed outside, everything, sits there. He says he might come this evening also. Whole day goes by, everything is set. Where Guru will come, where he will sit, how he will do his puja. All ingredients are kept. Whole night, whole evening goes by, he does not come. People say, at least night you come back. He says, no. Guru is very busy. What he comes at night? I should not be sleeping inside. So he sits there whole day, whole night. Slowly his whole house gets shifted out. Means he doesn't want to get up from that place, saying, what if Guru comes? Like this, one day goes, few weeks go by, few months go by, few years go by. Only one ashraya. If my Guru has said he will come to my garden, eat these mangoes, he will come. And while this happens, Arjan Das Ji attends Mahasamadhi. Now people in the house say, at least now you come back. Guru Arjan Das Ji is no more. At least now you come back, don't sit outside. He says, if my Guru has said he will come and eat mangoes, he will come. So he sits out, and two other Gurus who come after him in that lineage, both of them attain Mahasamadhi. So 3 Gurus attain Mahasamadhi. The 4th one was Harrai Ji. 4th one was Harrai Ji. That Guruji, he is there on that seat now. Bhai Karam is still waiting in his garden. And then Harrai Ji comes to know that such a devotee is there, whom Arjan Das Ji had given a word, and he is waiting there. It is said Harrai Ji was in Kurukshetra area, and they had lot of horses and everything. So he goes with a retinue to meet Bhai Karam. He said, let us go and give him darshan. All of them go. And Bhai Karam is just sitting there with his eyes closed, holding on to that one statement, if my teacher has said he will come and eat mangoes, he will come. Then other people are so happy that this great Santa has come to our garden, our home. So they wake up this Bhai Karam. He says, look who has come. Harrai Ji has come to give darshan. Bhai Karam looks up and he says, Harrai Ji, I know that self in all is the same. That same Chaitanya who gave me the word that I will come to your garden, eat the mangoes, is the same Chaitanya which is appearing as you over here, giving me this darshan. But he says, I have one request. Can you give me darshan as Guru Arjan Das Ji? Guru Arjan Dev Ji, can you give me darshan as Arjan Dev Ji? And when he looks up again, he sees the same form of the Guru who had given him this word. Now Arjan Das Ji, Arjan Dev Ji, he asks, okay, Bhai Karam, where are the mangoes? He says, Guru, do you even know? It is December time. Where will I get mangoes right now? Those other devotees who were there, they tell Bhai Karam, you have not understood the import of his question. The one who can give you darshan as Guru Arjan Dev Ji, can't he not put simple mangoes on your tree? He says, look up. And when Bhai Karam looks up, whole tree is filled with mangoes. Then he does puja of his Guru, distributes to his entire Sangat the mangoes. And this Gurudwara is there even today, called as Amb Sahib Gurudwara. Amba Sahib means mango. Amba is mango. The one who was blessed with this mango. It's in Chandigarh. And even now they have a tradition, once a year, they will give this mango prasad to everybody in the memory of this incident. And people say mangoes are there all year round there. Even if you go in December time, winter time, you will get this mangoes. But the point is faith. One word of the Guru, he said he will come, means he will come. That is the Shraddha with which the sadhaka lives. Sab sukha lahe tumari sarana, tuma rakshaka kahu ko darana. In our life we get only two experiences. One is called as sukham, another is called as dukkham. There is no in between. Huh? You might say many experiences are not bothering. He said that is one kind of sukham. We say that, right? No news is good news. If people are not pinging you on a weekend from work, they say no news is good news. That itself is sukham. Devotee has a unique mindset. He knows how to do upayoga. Upayoga means use. Of sukham also, he knows how to do upayoga of dukkham also. Worldly person feels, I should keep dukkham away, I should bring sorrow inside. I should bring sukham inside. But somebody like Kunti ji, what is her prayer? Bhagwan, now and then, let dukkham come in our life. In Kunti Stuti, that is one of the unique prayers she does. But what is the mindset by which this sadhaka can make upayoga, make use of dukkham also? Okay, that we will continue when we meet next time. That's an elaborate topic, so it will take a little longer. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.